You know I've been trying to tell you. Wins and losses with this thing, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, you know I've been trying to tell you. I've been trying to tell you. Wins and losses with this thing, I'm trying to tell you. You know I've been trying to tell you. You know I've been trying to tell you, They want me to take the blame for everything except my success. What you mean, my nigga? My work ethic so supreme, I figure that if I did that work tonight, I'd be alright. And now my screen is bigger. I play victim to a lot of people's stories. To the people here on my side, cause they will never tell it for me. En route to destination and I plan on landing shortly. Every time y'all show your hands, I move according. Fake millionaires who not successful. Niggas ain't even helpful. I bet that kind of pressure make it stressful. I'd rather shine brighter than a diamond and wear them and know I'm lying. Truth is only flowing through a willing vessel. Cause I can fake my watches and my chains. This shit all a game. But your energy is harder to maintain. Nigga, I can feel the strain. Can hear it in your voice that you in pain. Can't connect on handshakes cause you a lame. You know I've been trying to tell you. Wins and losses with this thing, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, you know I've been trying to tell you. I've been trying to tell you. Wins and losses with this thing, I'm trying to tell you. You know I've been trying to tell you. You know I've been trying to tell you.
What's going on, everybody? We're back with another episode of The Sit Down.
Ooh, pick up.
I have to.
I'm like, damn, you all on the floor and shit. Get up.
We're back with another episode of The Sit Down, folks. We back with another episode of The Sit Down, y'all. We are back. We back with another episode. I can't crawl it in. We back. What's the deal? I'm here now. Look, I done woke the dog up.
Okay.
What's up, baby?
Where we at? Where
we
we come back
we
from?
Here.
Where did
What's
y'all
up,
go? Y'all
baby?
left? Hey, man.
So we back, man. Today I want to talk about confidence, right? I want to talk about why confidence is so important. The people who know me, go back over there, buddy. Go back. Come on, go back. Go sit down. The people who know me understand and they know that I am not always the most right person when it comes to the things that I say and how I say it syntax-wise. But I say things in such a way that makes you believe them. Not that I'm necessarily right or I'm wrong, but it just is kind of what it is.
As others would say, he'll make you believe the cow jumped over the moon.
Listen, I'm a great salesman, and I believe I'm a great salesman because I only give you things and I only try to sell you things that I myself use. If I don't myself use them, I can't sell you anything that I don't use. Right? That's what makes me a great salesman.
What makes you a great salesman is that you can sell things that you wouldn't use.
I don't really try to do that.
I'm just saying that's what makes a great salesman a good salesman.
I definitely
If you can make people buy things they don't need, that makes you a great salesman.
And I definitely could do that. I just don't. I choose personally not to do that. But today we want to talk about why confidence is key, right? People have always told me that I need to teach a class on it, and I never have. You feel what I'm saying? Because I really may have to. I per se believe that confidence is so key because confidence is an inward expression, right, of how you truly feel about yourself. Confidence is not something that you can put on and take off. Either you have it or you don't. Like a great friend of mine, he always says this, it's not on us, it's in us. And for me, that's one of the things that I always, and I'll carry that to my grave because confidence is not something that I take on and I take off. It's not a watch, it's not a chain, it's not a garment of clothing. It really is how I view myself and how I view the things in which I believe in. And because of that, I feel like it's big that I do that.
Confidence can also be developed.
Confidence can also be hey, sit down. Sit down, Coolie. Yeah, you're doing a lot. Confidence can also be developed. Confidence is not something that you necessarily have to grow up with. It's not necessarily something that you can buy, right? Confidence is something that I have developed day by day. Being in situations that have made me confident, and being in situations that, as a child, that made me feel insecure and lowered my self-esteem. And I think that all goes into the part of confidence building. But I kind of want to give you guys a few tips on how to be confident. Set small goals and achieve them. Setting small goals and achieving them is one of the ways that you can boost confidence quickly, right? I know who I am, and I feel that I know who I am, and I am who I say I am, because I know the goals that I've set out for myself and I've achieved them. Most people don't have the confidence because they don't set goals, or they set goals and never hit them. Set small goals, set attainable goals, right? It's not the big goals that I set for myself that I haven't hit or that I have hit. It's the itty bitty goals that I consistently set and I consistently hit day in and day out. The smart goals, right? For me, that's important that I set those goals and I hit those goals. Another thing that I do is I work out. I've always been big, man. My whole life. I came out 8 pounds, 9 ounces, 11 ounces, something like that. I came out big, and I've always been a big dude. But it was until I was able to really run, push, and pull my weight, right, at an extraordinary level, to where I understood well, I got to that point. But that's what gave me more confidence, working out. That gave me the utmost confidence. So if you're not in the gym, hit the gym. See your body get whatever that goal is for you, whether it's smaller, whether it's toner, whether it's more muscle mass, whether it's less fat, whatever the case is. Watch your body do that for you, right? If you can't do a pull-up and now you can, those are the things that build confidence.
Yeah, I think going to the gym is one of those transformative goals that you can physically see,
or habits,
feel.
Transformative habits.
Yeah, but it's you can see it, you can feel it, and it's you, yeah. So it does build confidence because you actually get to be a part of every step. It's one thing when it's it's a goal to get more money, my bank account went from here to here.
Yeah.
It's different when you look in the mirror every day and it's oh, snap, every time I'm looking at myself, I can tell I'm taking steps and I'm changing.
Yeah. And I think that's a great thing, because as human beings, we want to see that no good deed is going unpunished. You know what I mean? Did I say that right? No good deed is going unpunished? I don't know.
Yeah, no good deed goes unpunished.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure I'm saying it right. Because, my confidence, sometimes I can say the wrong thing right. And that's a part of confidence for me.
If you believe it, you can make others believe it.
Yes. That's the key. If you believe it, you can make others believe it. See, I'm delusional. So I tell people that you kind of got to stop me. Yeah. Right? Because I'm a delusional person. Every goal that I have for myself is delusional. And I think that I'm the only one that can make it happen. I've always felt that way. But if you can believe it, I guarantee you, anybody and everybody else, you can make anybody and everybody else believe it because you believe it yourself.
It's like faith and testimony.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Right? And for me, any journey that I'm embarking into, I have to embody that. That's what gives me the confidence to bring other people along, because I know that I wouldn't put myself in harm's way. I wouldn't put myself in a sticky situation. But I also let people know it's always risky. Mm-hmm. Everything is risky. So if you can believe it, right? If you believe it, you can make anybody else believe it too. That's also great. Let me see. You have to be your only cheerleader. That's another key to confidence.
You have to be your biggest cheerleader.
Yeah, well, yeah. And you have to be your biggest cheerleader. You have to be sometimes all you have is you. A lot of times in life, people are going to let you down, whether it's women, whether it's men. They're going to let you down. And you have to be the person who looks you in the face, right? Because the biggest part of my confidence is knowing that I build me up to where I can look at me all day. I can hear me talk. People will be like, you like hearing yourself talk. The problem is, nigga, you don't like hearing yourself talk. That's really the biggest thing. It's not that I like hearing myself. I've played back old recordings to where I didn't even sound like this.
It's about if you like what you're saying to yourself.
And I love it.
What are you saying to yourself when you're talking?
You're beautiful. You're intelligent. You're amazing. They'd be a fool not to love you. That's what I say to myself. And when I say it, I mean it and I believe it. Because for me, y'all would be a fool not to love me. Because oftentimes I show people what I've and this is tying into my next point. What I've learned is show people your character, not your talent. Show people your character, not your talent. Oftentimes we show people our talent. We hide behind our talent, right? Your character you cannot hide. Whether you are a liar, that's going to come out, right? Whether you are a thief, that's going to come out. Whether you are a cheater, that's going to come out.
The
Like,
situations will expose you.
situations will expose who you are, who you really are. That's going to come out. You feel what I'm saying? So, I personally show people my character, not my talent. Because if you fall in love with the character of me, right? If you bond with the character of who Jesse Janari is and what he stands for, the talents are just the icing on the cake. I've never hidden behind my talents, which is what a lot of people who are egotistical, not confident, egotistical, that's what they do. They hide behind their talents. They say, well, I've done this and I'm talented like this, so you should. Nah.
And then when character fails them and talents are not enough, people lose confidence because it's like, wow, I did this, and that.
Right, and you
but
still
people
don't.
still don't like me. So
Right.
then they lose even more confidence because you were never, it was never about your talents, it was your character. You had character flaws and you never developed or worked on those. Yeah. And you were writing off your talents.
And we have to get better. We have to stop riding on false pretenses. You feel what I'm saying? False accusations, right? Because that's an act. Like a talent is something that can come and it can go.
It can be developed. You can learn new. But yeah, character
is what you. Character is who you are. Character is what you are.
It's immovable.
It's unshakable. People's character usually doesn't change, right? The more money they get, the more they become that character. If they were stingy with the money, or if they were stingy before money, they're gonna get money and still be stingy. Like it's.
If they were prideful before money,
that's just how it is.
Much more prideful.
That's just how it is. And so character is immovable. So have that be, show people your character, not your talent. Let's see what else. I'm trying to see what else. My last point. Say no early and often.
Boundaries.
Say no early and often. We don't say no enough.
It takes confidence to say no. Because it means that you trust yourself enough to know what's for you and what's not for you.
Talk to me. Talk to me, all right? Yeah, I mean, say no, right? It's easy to say no to the small things. It's easy to say no just to say no. But say no early and often. I say no early and often. I used to be...
people pleaser?
No, that's a huge word. Janari has never been a people pleaser. Okay. I would just say yes to a lot of things, right? And a lot of that was because, which goes into another segment that we're going to be dropping another day. Knowing your calling, knowing your purpose, right? When you're new in your purpose, you don't say no to a lot of things, right? And so I used to.
I said because you want the opportunity to exercise.
Because you want the opportunity. Now I'm at a point to where my confidence is built up because I know that I'm going to get the opportunity. But I have to have the capacity to be able to receive it.
You have to have the opportunity to build up and fine-tune your skills to the point where you know your worth enough to know what it costs.
Well, yeah, for sure. Well, because I have to have the capacity to be able to handle whatever you put in my, put on my plate. And so I would say no early, say no often. And I think those are my biggest things of building confidence for me. You know what I mean? For me. There was one point that I was going to make about saying no. Oh, when it came to my purpose, I didn't say no. I was never a people pleaser because I didn't get here pleasing people. Had I been a people pleaser, I would have went to college, right? I would have did that whole thing. I would have married the person they wanted me to marry, right? I would have moved to the place where they wanted me to move to. Like, that's what I would have did had I been a people pleaser. And because, going back, I'm delusional. Yeah. I always think I'm the exception, and my confidence skyrocketed because I know that I am the exception now. You feel what I'm saying? Due to me saying no early and often, it's put me in predicaments to where I had to, it had to work out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we were talking about this in the car the other day because it was something I listened to, and they're basically explaining the people who get the most approval in life are people who never needed it to begin with. People who did things even when they didn't get the approval are the ones who end up with the most approval in the end. Yeah. So being able to say no early is going to be the reason why you're getting all the hand claps later.
Very nice. Yeah. Okay, that's why I keep you right there. You smart. You smart. See, I ain't that smart. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I be trying to. That's like, say that point one more time. I like that. They gonna need that.
The people who have the most approval in life are the people who never needed it to begin with. The people who did things despite approval.
Yeah.
Like you said, the delusional ones.
We live in such a generation, right? And I had you repeat that twice because we live in such a generation to where, everybody gets their 15 minutes of fame. Very much so quickly. You get in front of this camera, you get in front of these cameras, and now you have, the lights are hot, the lights are bright. So you do that enough times, right? Something works.
Yeah.
God forbid it's the wrong thing that worked. You feel what I'm saying? Now you're chasing that high of, well, they like when I shake my ass.
Right.
Right? When it comes to women. Well, you like when I'm naked. Well, let me do more of that because that's going to garner the attention. And then maybe I can flip that and then show you my talent. When it's like, no, bitch, get back up there, shake that ass. You feel what I'm saying? Fellas, oh, y'all didn't really want to see me being vulnerable, so I'm going to show y'all my hard side, and I'm going to do bully shit.
Or it's even it's the same thing. They think it's funny when you kind of demasculate yourself.
Yeah, speak up.
Yeah.
They think it's funny when you demasculate yourself, and
so
it's not.
Do that.
And it's not. And then next thing you know, they want you to put that wig and that makeup on. You feel what I'm saying? So for me, that doesn't show a level of that. The highly confident don't do that. It's like, I'm not that confident to where you're going to be like, well, put the wig on since you're that confident. No.
That's not for me.
That's not what I do. No. That's not what I do. I don't put the wig, the makeup, the dress, the skirt, the heels, no amount of, and I think that's why for a lot of people, they have to sit with themselves a lot of the time so that they can kind of figure out what level of confidence they're actually at, and then grow that, right? Do those things because in the entertainment business, they'll test you. Yeah. They'll test you. Oh, you confident? Oh, we'll do this. Like, nah, you know what I mean? So, say no early and often. So, those are kind of my big things about confidence, people. Either you listen or you don't. Yeah. Another thing of confidence, don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Either you like it or you don't. Goodbye.
You